Welcome everyone to Chaz Chat Gaming, and today is a good day, Stalker fans. We got the 1.7 update, and I'm going to go over a few things that I noticed that changed drastically. The important things, in my opinion. I've been playing this game for almost a year exactly, and these to me were very important things that were added or reworked in the game. Now let's get right into this topic. So when I loaded in the other day after the update, I figured that there were going to be a ton of problems, kind of like what we've been seeing with a lot of the other updates. When they first drop, there seems to be a lot of problems, and then we get to the good stuff. It was all smooth sailing for me. I loaded in, everything loaded in a lot faster than usual with no lag. The weather system has been improved majorly, and it's noticeable. Rainbows have been added. I mean, this update to me, as a fan, as a player, as a content creator, is the absolute best update that we've gotten since the mutant loot. Now, the mutant loot was such a big deal because it added a lot more variety of ways to earn coupons. But I really like the way that they went with the overhaul on inventory and stats. The inventory looks a lot more smooth, a lot more organized, and I really like how it's all set up. And when it comes to stamina, there has been a lot of rework to that as well. So now when you drink energy drinks, it will cause a buff. And I noticed after running a certain amount, you end up actually running out of breath. And I think that that's really good that they added that. I mean, it adds a second part of the stamina in there as well. But the energy drinks have been reworked as well. They last a little bit longer, but they also do affect you in a negative way, such as they can make you really sleepy, they can make you wore out, they can cause your stamina to be affected in many ways. This update is very important, guys. I mean, this update is not only for the current players really important, but also for the PlayStation players that are gonna be coming over very soon. Um, and there are a lot of people who have already ordered this game on PlayStation, so I know quite a few personally, and they're very excited for this game to launch on PlayStation, as they should. This game is in great condition now. It looks great, it plays great, it's smooth. The updates have brought nothing but good things to the zone and to the game, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe so we get into the rest of the video. Now, if you are like me and you go after all of these stashes throughout the zone, you will notice that sometimes you go to a stash that has already been opened or messed with. Now we have added icons for particularly looted stashes on the map. That is very useful and helpful. It will save a lot of time for the people who actually go out and travel and explore the zone. So that is very good as well. And as we all know, guns are very important in Stalker 2 other than the zone itself. And guns will be getting a rework as well when it comes to the actual repairment and stats of the weapons. A lot of the guns are a lot cheaper to repair if you have not noticed. I think that this is a good move. I know that I hated when I would go out in the zone and explore for a couple hours and I come back and everything is completely broken. And you'd have to pay an arm and a leg, literally, to fix these weapons. So I think that this is much needed. It's welcomed, and it's very, very good for the foreseeable future of when PlayStation players actually play. It can be very frustrating for the PC players and the Xbox players who've been playing Stalker 2 since launch. We have been through some rough, dark times. I mean, this game has had major problems. I'm not going to sit here and ignore that fact. This game was a disaster at one point, but we are at a place now where the game is loading good. Nobody's losing saves. There's no glitches. There's no problems. I very rarely have problem with frame rate or load in. This game is coming together and it's becoming a masterpiece, guys. And there's nothing wrong with that. Same thing happened with Cyberpunk. Same thing's going to happen with Stalker 2. And another great fix that I actually had personal problems with myself. So this one is going to be very great, which is the vortex anomaly issues have been fixed visually. I noticed when I used these vortexes that it would kind of freeze up for a second. You wouldn't really get the actual animation that it's supposed to give you. And the visual was all grainy and it would skip a lot. And it became really annoying because I honestly thought every time that I would go through one of these anomalies that my game would shut down or maybe just exit out of the game completely, like sometimes it did. Never had that problem fully, but this is a very good fix and it's very welcome, just like the rest. It's much needed because it gives the game fluidity. It makes it flow better. That's why all these things that I'm naming off to you helps the game flow, and it helps it all go together and tie together, which we needed majorly. And another really good fix that we are getting in the 1.7 update, which is the flashlights on NPCs will work correctly, display correctly. I noticed a lot of times the flashlights would be on during the day, which made no sense to me. Who needs a flashlight in the day, right? Well, that problem has been fixed. Now we should only see the flashlights on the NPCs at night, which once again, guys, it's all about flow, it's all about realism, and this just and once again, guys, this update has fixed over 500 different problems. 500. So it makes sense why this one took a little bit longer than the last. This one has fixed a lot more, and I think that they are just really gearing up for the PlayStation release. And they're also probably gearing up for next year's DLC that they've been promising. And right here, it literally says in the patch notes that they have fixed over 90 different crash types. Now, that is fantastic because I know 6, 7 months ago, the game was crashing for everybody. So that is a plus indeed. Now on to the zone kits. Now, when you download a mod, and if you've played Fallout or any other games with mods that are on console or even PC, sometimes you have problems with them mods meshing together and working together. Now you will get a notification and detection of mod conflict throughout the zone. Detailed conflict dump with information about exact conflicting CFG app data. Now, that probably, I would assume, I'm not a mod creator, but I would assume that that entails mod confliction and it will detect if mods don't work together and they will make your game crash. Fix crash and mod conflict pop up. Once again, just letting you know about the mods and about how if you download one mod and the other one doesn't go well with it, your game will crash. That will not happen anymore. If they do not work well together, the game will tell you. And that is my review, ladies and gentlemen, of this update. This is all the main stuff that I noticed in the patch notes. There's obviously, like I said, there's 500 different things that you can read off on the website. But at the end of the day, these are the main things that affect me and most players that I talk to and I see comments about. Um, and I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on the matter. Are you guys still downloading mods? Are you guys going to wait? Me personally, I'm waiting to download mods. I tried them once on Stalker 2, and that was it for me. And what do you think of this update? Do you think this is the most important update that we've gotten? I personally do. I think it affects way more. Hey, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this update. Are you guys having good luck with the mods? And are you going to even download any mods? Or are you going to wait? Let me know in the comments, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Like I said previously, Chaz Chat is out.